guys? Welcome to the American Idol After Show on AFTERBUZZ TV, and we are hitting Hollywood Week, so stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Oh, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't you just meet me in the middle?
Oh, this is the
This
song.
is the song, right? I told you.
Oh my gosh, I honestly
good song.
drew such a blank. I love it. Now I know why.
I know.
Yeah.
Get you going.
This was supposed to be Selena Gomez, right?
I wish it was.
But it's not.
No, we love the girl that sings.
But
it.
it's not. Yeah, but she's amazing.
Yeah.
I had no idea what the song was, you guys, so fun
The
fact.
middle.
But,
Zed.
But, hey, thanks for enlightening me, and now I'm going to look it up when I'm home. And Zed. So, guys, welcome to the American Idol After Show on AFTERBUZZ TV. I'm your host, Maddie Makely, and these are my lovely co-hosts to my left.
Hey guys.
Please introduce yourselves.
Am I still supposed to hear it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, perfect.
It's
Yeah,
just
it's
rocking
gonna keep
out. It's just
going.
going to keep playing. while
Okay.
we're
It's
gonna be
talking,
like,
of course.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm
Do you not enjoy it?
I
Is that what
love
you're
it.
trying to
I
say?
love it. I just didn't know if I was supposed to be like.
Yeah, if I
Just
could
keep
hear
going.
music 24/7, even in conversations, I would.
It's
kill
perfect.
it.
It just makes you happy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So please introduce yourselves, my lovely co-host.
I'm Joseph Kapsch.
And I'm Sarah Serio. We're so excited to be with you guys again this week.
yeah, it's another great week of one audition, but we finally hit Hollywood Week,
Yeah.
which is a step better.
In the right
In the
direction.
right direction. In the right direction.
Yeah.
So starting out with news, something that was trending a lot with American Idol this week was former American Idol contestant Adam Sanders returns as drag queen Ada Fox. So kind of crazy. I don't know if you guys remember.
Ada Vox.
Ada Vox. Did I say Vox? Did I
Yeah.
say Fox
Yeah.
or Vox? I
don't know.
Well, it's Vox in case.
Sorry, my
Ada
dear.
Vox.
Ada.
So, in case you guys don't remember, in 2013, he auditioned for American Idol season 12, and now he's back as Ada Fox, as a drag queen, as a part-time woman. So he says. So, first thoughts on this, you guys?
I think that the backstory was really touching because
Yeah.
you know when he explained basically what propelled him to sort of make this changeover was that the first time he was on Idol, he had gotten like bullied, abused on social media about his weight, about his looks, about just why are you doing this? And we know cyberbullying, it's a serious thing, and also just with LGBTQ youth and everything. So I think it's amazing. I think it's sort of like ABC writing the ship because I feel like Idol's just so now, and they're so woke now
Yeah,
on
they're
ABC.
so
Like we have a
woke now.
drag queen, and we
know.
have But the thing about that is when it ran on Fox, that was part of the controversy. That like there was never even Adam Lambert when he was on. It wasn't like they used that as like he was an openly gay singer, and actually. It was like felt like it was discouraged because
Yeah.
they were like catering to middle America.
Or hidden, yeah.
Yeah, I think though, I mean, it seems like the response is good, but I want to be clear though. I was noticing there was some confusion online where people he's not transgender.
Yeah.
No.
He's not trans. He's a drag queen.
Yeah.
So he's literally that's his like performance alter ego.
Yeah, and that's why I say he's
Yeah.
a part-time woman.
Yeah.
And that's how you can kind of see it. I don't know if you guys caught when he was explaining the whole situation as a man, as Adam,
Yes.
and then it's kind of his alter ego of Ada.
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah.
think about this?
I loved it. I thought the transformation was great. I like his story. I was like, something's up when he's about to walk into this room, and I loved it. She just exuded so much confidence and the range.
I love how we're addressing
it. Yeah.
in both directions as a
Yeah.
he and she. Well, I mean, because this two different people. that
Yeah,
we're
it's all
talking
two to
about.
go.
So
And her range was just insane. And Katie even jumped out of her seat and was like, "What?" It was wild. I loved
yeah,
it.
I really loved it, and I loved how he even said it's built him into something that he never has imagined before. All these negativities, just flip it, just make it positive. And I like that he showed that so much but like you said, I do feel like ABC is kind of pushing, like, hey, just so you guys know, we have, a drag queen on here now. Because, come on, 4 years ago, do you think they would have
No.
done
No.
this?
And I think it's the sign of the times.
Yes.
It's interesting because we're in a political climate that is trying to bring us back to like 1920.
Yes.
But then you have like where we're in media, it's way more advanced. Like when you're seeing the images and the diversity. Listen, it's on brand for ABC. ABC was like home of Shondaland. Like
Totally.
if there's any groundbreaking network to have this, it's ABC. But it's just interesting to me because just knowing the Idol franchise from its inception, it really catered to the middle America. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And it's like, this would not have been the case, like, you know, Idol, you know, 8 years ago, you know, it just wouldn't have been.
Yeah.
It's all about the country bumpkins and, you know.
Which there's still a lot of that,
real,
I'm
though.
not gonna lie.
Oh, there are so many. I don't know if it was just me. There are so many country. I'm not looking. Nothing's wrong with country.
No.
Nothing's wrong
Don't
with
get
it.
offended, y'all. But there's so many
I just
this season.
yeah, I really noticed it on last night's episode for some reason. I was just like, wow, okay.
Are you okay with it?
I'm okay with it if they like sound good.
I just feel like you're not gonna like. Here's the thing: you're not gonna find
you.
the next
Listen
Carrie
up, guys.
Underwood.
Thank
Just
you.
stop. I
Thank
like
you.
if I have to
Wait,
hear one
I'm
more girl
ready to
come up
see
and be like, "Oh, Carrie," and you're never gonna be her. So it's just like, just be you. I think that that's the biggest issue I have when someone comes into the audition room and they're like, I want to be, or like even in your career, you don't want to be the next anyone. You want to be
No.
you.
Yeah,
That's it.
which is why I never understood that because for the whole, you know how they did like that Elvis segment, I never like really understood that because I was like, they were already famous, so why are you gonna try to be someone who already made it when you just need to make it on your own? And they can be like, oh, you remind me of, but that's not like who you are.
I hate that comment too. You don't want to be the next this or the next that. You want to be the first.
The first you.
Yeah.
The first Maddie Makely. The first
Exactly.
Sarah. The first Joseph.
Yeah, no,
Like-
it's true.
Like, and this is me, and I kick butt out. You know, it's like, why would you? You're right. I've seen so many people come in, and they're like, Carrie, and you know this, like Luke, and then they sing the songs of Katie and their idols, which I get because they match that. Obviously, they've matched that persona so
Yeah.
much that they don't even know how to be themselves, and that's
Yeah.
like not the next what they're looking for in the next American Idol.
Exactly, I agree.
That's the bar. Like when I feel like when they do songs of like other idols or other like really big superstars, to me it's like the successful cover is when you're not making comparisons immediately. Like when they're singing it, it's truly like a version of it that you're like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
And you're not just thinking like, is this better than the other one? And I felt like there was a few contestants that nailed it, and you know the judges were good about like picking those out.
Yeah, totally.
That's why I kind of like when people come in and they play original stuff.
Yeah, it's
because
so much better.
You have nothing to compare it to besides that one person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it makes it really individuals. But yeah, I think that you're right, ABC. I'm happy that they are moving towards something, you know, more of different genders and different people and everything. I'm happy that they're hitting it, but you can tell when it's overemphasized a little bit, like, hey, just so you guys know, you can't not watch us because we don't have, you know, gay people or transgender people or like whatever, because we do, and they highlight it, which is another thing that was trending, which is Journey, who was amazing, of course, 18. What, like,
I know, I wasn't sure how old she was, and then it came up, and I was like, wow.
I think she's so talented. I loved her from the minute she came on. However, do you think it's too soon to be like, I'm Journey? Like, what's her last name? I feel like you don't jump to being Beyonce, like, just right out the gate.
you are not Cher.
Like, what's her last
okay?
name? I just wanted her last name because I was like, that was, like, everything about her was great except that she had one name already.
Yeah,
I'm like,
just say-
really?
I literally thought the same thing too. I'm so glad you guys did as
Same.
well.
Like, could we
same
just, like,
thing.
you know, just keep your last name for the competition, and once you know, you can shed your last name when you start your recording career.
I swear.
That bugged me.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Hey, just so public service announcement right now. I'm going by Maddie, just straight Maddie for the rest of my life, because I feel like I've gotten that title of no, that's, you can't, but like until you're until you are Beyonce or Stormy or whoever.
Stop it.
But even Beyonce was Beyonce Knowles
Yeah.
before she was Beyonce.
Yeah.
Like, it's just...
You know what's so funny, like side thing? I see so many Instagram and YouTube influencers like going by their first name now.
Really?
And they're
You
just
mean
like,
public figures?
Excuse me, public figures.
Public figures?
Yeah, that's how
Excuse
they're
my
known
terminology.
on
I can't even.
Instagram.
Yeah, seriously.
You can be a public figure My mom could be a public figure. Like, let's be real.
I see people literally DMing because like they'll go by the name like only like Sunny or something, and they'll find the Sunny on Instagram and DM them and be like, "I'll pay you $2,000 for this handle, this Instagram handle."
God.
It's just ridiculous. But no, she's cool though. I actually do like her. She has a girlfriend. She's a lesbian.
In case you missed it,
In case you
also,
missed it.
Idol has lesbians
And-
now
oh,
too.
and
Just
they're
in case you missed it.
They're pushing it.
And
And
they're
she's
pushing
in
them.
and her girlfriend, or her wife
No,
is in
wife.
the military,
Wife,
right?
wife.
Her wife's in the
because
military.
that's what shook me.
Listen, I think it's cool. I just like, I guess I'm like more of, as a person who covered Idol and it's like heyday, it's almost like, oh, well, I'm glad in 2018 we've, caught
Yeah.
up with the rest of
Right.
Society.
like, that's what was cool about The Voice. I think that
Yeah.
the creators behind Idol were sort of like, oh, we can't do that, Middle America, but it's like The Voice came out, it had nothing to do with that necessarily, because The
Yeah.
Voice did it out the gate and they were still successful.
Yeah, and they
So
still
it's-
are. I think they're beating them on views, aren't they? A little bit, or a lot of it.
Just a little.
But it's fine, just a
lot.
little.
Oh, but
No,
speaking,
but you know what? Well, also, I don't know why they put. I mean, I guess I do know why. These two in the same episode. Oh, I guess they had to. No, they didn't. Oh, did they?
yeah, they were in the same
Yeah, they
episode.
were.
Yeah, no, they were on the same episode, but did they have to do that? Like, because
I mean,
Well, I
in
think
case
it
you guys-
just ended, like, weren't they just were they the same city? I can't even remember.
I
Like,
don't know, but even if they were, I don't even know if they had to put him in the same episode because I don't know. That just like seems like a lot. I don't know. In case you guys haven't noticed, not everyone gets a backstory. Not everyone gets like to visit their hometown and explain their entire backstory. Only that select few get to.
Yeah.
And they just happen to be the two on the same episode. And then it's like, okay, was this like the debut episode for
Maybe they just
gay
needed-
people, yeah, and stuff, or like, because that's not an accident. It's not,
do you know what's sad
What?
though? The backstory that they built it all up for, like, backstory on people that got dumped. I actually was pretty upset. Like the girl that was homeless, Ayana.
Oh my
That was really
Yeah.
sad. I was like and it was like
Yes.
you watched this whole story. She was like tearing up, and I was like, that was sad. That was legit
that was
sad.
really sad.
But I really enjoyed her though, just as her personality,
Yeah.
because she was so humble and still grateful for every opportunity that was given to her.
Yeah.
And it was so I was like, really, judges? That's the one no that you're gonna give out of the whole entire like
That's
audition
what I
process.
Wow.
Seriously?
Should have said no to Jersey Shore Girl.
Hello.
Give that to
Wait.
Stop
I don't
it.
even remember. Taylor, I'm sorry, I forgot her name.
Her sister's name was Peyton.
She's
I remember her
Peyton
sister's
and
name.
oh my god, what is her name?
What was her name? I don't have my notes
Can you
from that
see?
week.
She's so
it says
memorable.
T.
No,
think.
speaking of Jersey's haunting me because I'm a native, and I think because we
Jersey.
talked about
Jersey's
it.
haunting
Did you see the girl that came on like last, Carly Maffa, who, by the way,
Yes.
really sweet.
Yeah.
She was talented, but like, what was I missing there? Because it was like they were gaga over her, and I was like, I kept seeing like these certain auditions where they were like, oh, they were like so enamored with her, and I was like, she's like talented, but what did you think?
Same thing.
Okay.
But I've also seen this with a lot of people though. Like,
Yeah.
like people will come in and I'm like, okay, they're either gonna say yes because of their sob story, because obviously the producers they know. Come on.
Except for the
it's
poor,
true.
except
They're
for
gonna say yes
Ayana.
because of their sob story.
Yeah.
Which
still
isn't how
for me.
life goes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to tell y'all, but they're gonna say yes because of the sob story, or they're gonna say yes because like they like them as a person, even and their voices will be like good, but
Yeah.
not like immaculate. But like they can see that they would be good to manage and good to work with and good to whatever, so they'll have them. And then they go and say no to. I don't know what they're really thinking.
I think, I don't know.
I have the same thing though with that Jersey girl from last night.
Carly.
Carly.
Yes, Carly.
I knew, and by the way, I was watching with a friend, and before they even said where she was from, I was like, Jersey. I was
knew
like,
where
just
she-
I could
I
tell
knew
with
where
the
she was
mother,
from.
with the whole
Yeah.
story. It's like, oh, we got to go to Dunkin' Donuts and get, our
You
nails
guys know
done.
did you
the
guys
whole
know
9
I
yards.
was from Jersey?
You
you have
are?
guessed?
So we're both Jersey?
You're Jersey?
Yeah, of course.
Oh my gosh!
It's a new thing.
Hello.
It's a party.
What part? Well, we'll talk offline.
We'll talk. We're about to have this LA
We're about to
conversation
have
of
a Jersey Shore
where are you
reunion.
from? What do you do?
Yeah.
Oh my
I love that.
gosh! Like, let's get croissants.
Where did you get your coffee?
Your coffee. in your water.
That's the only reason I feel
That's so
like I can
crazy.
talk about Jersey
Talk
because
you- now that I can
because
say
I'm
it
from there. I'm from
Yeah.
there.
No,
Yeah.
totally.
I wouldn't be saying anything unless
Oh,
I could speak from experience.
I
Yeah.
as can I.
Yes.
100%. Not that I'm crap talking New Jersey. I love y'all, but little bit. But yeah, speaking of this women empowerment stuff, I think we have.
Oh, yes,
thing with
guys.
Miss Marina Menounos.
Listen, if you want to have fun, learn, and grow in all areas of your life, for those who do, we have a podcast for you. Conversations with Maria Menounos, podcast edition, is hosted by our AfterBuzz TV founder and drops every Friday on iTunes. Conversations with Maria Menounos features celebrity and influencer interviews, along with secrets and tips on how to be better in all aspects of your life. For health and wellness to career, relationships, finances, and more, let our Marina be the big sister you've always wanted. Just go to iTunes and subscribe to Conversations with Maria Menounos for free. Be sure to rate and comment, and when you do, let Maria know it was us who sent you there, the American Idol after show. Conversations with Maria Menounos podcast edition. Check it out.
Lovely. Yeah, guys, it's really good to have that other weekly podcast just to give you guys a little heads up. Maria's super experienced in life and in all aspects, and she's a huge influence on us, and to just tune in to her show and to listen to these life lessons would be very beneficial for all of you.
Yes. Check it out.
Back to American Idol. So yeah, I'll be wrapping up on, and spoiler alert, speaking of these two, Ada and Journey, they are in the top 24, even though, whoa, I just got daggers looking at me over here.
Well, allegedly.
Allegedly. Okay, so we have some spoilers, but they did not announce the top 24 yet on the show.
Next week.
Next week they will be. This week they did not, but allegedly they are both in the top 24 as of right now, from our knowledge.
I mean, I don't think they'd be being talked about right now and be as big as they are if they weren't going to make it. So,
Yeah.
Very true.
so that's exciting.
I also
I like them.
think that this week, as the show is like moved to Hollywood, I have to say, besides like Katy Perry really is impressive that she's not only like a pop star, like, you know, she was being really silly, I think, during like the beginning episodes of like with the flirting, but she really knows her, can I even say that? Knows her stuff. I was almost about to. I was like, wait, can I say that? Yeah, okay. She really knows her stuff. Like when it comes from like an industry standpoint. Like she was, I forgot who was the girl that was auditioning, and she was singing, and then she had said, like, again, was sitting with a friend watching, and they're like, she kind of sounds like Florence and the Machine.
Yeah.
She picked it
she
out.
knows.
She like knows her stuff, and like even like I was really watching her on these Hollywood episodes. Her critiques were like had a lot of substance. I was really super impressed, actually.
Yeah.
Just thought I'd say that.
Katy Perry's really wearing on, like she's like growing on me.
Yeah, she is.
Because before the show, honestly, like, and I'm not nothing against Katy Perry. I just like I've never been a huge fan of her. I mean, I'm into like super gnarly hip hop though, like, so obviously I haven't. But she's really growing on me. Like I'm starting to like respect her more as a person. Same thing with Luke Bryan.
I love Luke.
And Lionel Richie. Leave Lionel
We
Richie
love
out,
Lionel.
but like I just really haven't been too familiar with any of these people before the show, and now like they're all kind of like growing on me now,
Yeah.
and I'm realizing how cool they are.
I know.
Do you guys still like
I
them?
enjoy them too. I agree with both you little gems.
Are we
It's
the
true.
gems?
I think, yeah, y'all are the gems.
Thank you.
J and M. Gems.
Oh my gosh, that was
I didn't even
amazing.
put it together
Wow.
until just now.
J&M, we are the
J&M.
gems.
We're the gems.
Yes. Wait, what does that make you? Oh, then you're the
S.
Oh my god. A mess. Guys. Wow.
We really are. We are absolutely entertaining
This is
ourselves.
as great as like this is as great as like the 4 horsemen, like except the 3 horsemen. Well, we have one missing, but
Yeah, R.I.P. Not like that.
So hey, it's Hollywood Week though.
I know. I'm like, thank
What do we think
the
of
Lord.
it? Hey, every week it's Hollywood Week with us though.
I know.
You already know how that is. But they finally came to Hollywood. Also, can we talk about in the beginning when they surprised Lionel Richie with the big cabal?
Oh, at Hollywood and Highland
Yes.
Center. For those
How
that
do you- okay,
that was
question.
kind of cool.
No,
I liked
first,
how touched he
you
really,
liked it?
you know, he
He
gets his
liked it,
groove on and
yeah.
it starts to. He's like really endearing. But
He is
how
really
many
good.
people learned that song for the first time that was in
That's
that
so
crowd?
So many
funny
probably like
you said
16
that.
and 15 years old.
Literally.
They had no idea.
They were like, "You're gonna sing Lionel's hit, Hello?" It was Hello, right?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
They're
And
like,
they're like-
Adele?
Yes.
They're
Stop
like-
it.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
My first thought when watching this, I've never seen the Hollywood and Highland Center so lit.
Let's
The
be real,
Hollywood and
I know.
Highland Center
Yeah.
was so lit. And I'm like, it does not look like that.
It never looks
Every
like
time
that.
I shop there are bums everywhere. So this is some gnarly stuff that fake news.
They blocked off
Fake
those streets.
news
Probably.
in the streets of Hollywood, right there. That was
Yeah.
that was so funny. But I was
never
just
looks
like,
like that.
it looked cool though. Like it was cool. Like he like didn't know, but did he? I was kind of like, he's playing it pretty cool because if like someone was singing my song,
I think that
do you think he knew?
it might have been authentic. It felt
They
authentic.
probably were just
Yeah,
like,
I don't think they
"You're-
would tell him
You're
that.
gonna be filmed, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, he would know that.
All right. Well,
What about standouts? Just in terms of like, what was his name? Johnny Breen's.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, remember how his parents didn't.
I really
I thought he knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
He did, and I
Yeah.
really
He did.
appreciated his mom and his sister coming. Dad, you need to be there.
The dad doesn't approve apparently.
I know.
He
Apparently, they
doesn't.
like don't see eye to eye, and he said it was like the first time that he felt like a disconnect.
I feel like this is kind of
From his
like a
dad.
second Justin Bieber story where the dad is just like not really in it, but then he's gonna like make it super big, and his dad would be like, "Hey, want to go like on vacation to
Like,
Cabo?"
hey, let's take a selfie.
I know.
Put it on your
like a-
Instagram.
Tag me.
Yeah,
Tag
but you're
your dad.
absolutely right. I actually Googled the song because I was like, what is this song? I love it.
Yeah.
I love the
Yeah.
lyrics.
And it was good.
And he did such a great job.
I mean,
He's
that's
so young.
Yeah, that's a family thing. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not anyone to judge, but I mean, I think Dad should hop on board real soon because your
Yeah.
son is going places. Just so you know, I kind of like Gabby Barrett. She was like the first blonde girl from Nashville.
The little.
That's super
Did she make it
cute.
through?
She did. Am I wrong?
Gabby Barrett.
I'm like 99%.
Maybe she
Gabby
did that.
Barrett.
Maybe she did. I don't know, but she was just she was just cute. She was at
She's
17.
adorable.
She was adorable.
Oh, the girl that was obsessed with Carrie Underwood, like you were talking about.
Yeah,
and
okay,
she sang the
okay.
Carrie Underwood
I'm being
song.
such a
I was
hypocrite per
totally
usual.
trying to like
I was like,
move
oh.
past.
that
Wow.
girl.
I definitely just talked so much crap on all the people who love Carrie Underwood like 2 seconds ago, and here I am saying that I
love Carrie
Gabby.
Underwood. No, we did not talk crap on Carrie.
No, not Carrie, but the people who like show up and they're like, I love Carrie Underwood, and I like blah, blah, blah.
But then-
and then she happens to be like one of my friends. She was such a daddy's girl. I'm a daddy's girl.
Yeah, no, that was
I
cute.
was like, you're daddy. Okay,
yeah.
well, that
Speaking
was,
of
was
daddy's
fine.
girls, though, I really like Alyssa.
I do.
I did
She-
like Alessa.
And she did the Bette Midler Wind Beneath My
yes.
Wings. That's what I mean about the cover. Like, you didn't
cool.
think Bette Midler's version's amazing, but you didn't think about it.
No, I didn't
No.
because
That was,
it was
truly like her version.
It
Yeah.
was a cappella. It was so quiet in that huge arena.
Yeah.
And she filled it, which was amazing.
Beautiful. I loved it.
I had to like really listen because I was like, "Is this the song I'm thinking of right now?"
I know.
because she just put such a good twist on it, you know.
Don't you miss the word pitchy, though? I miss the word pitchy. Like, what's the word?
gosh.
They're not using, like, a kid's, like, what's...
They're using terminology on like a whole nother
They're like,
level.
listen to that texture. Listen
Like-
to that. That's what I
yeah,
heard.
that's
It's the
good
Katie
texture.
term.
That's good texture.
It's
Yeah.
the Katie
But like, there's
terms.
no word like for when it's bad. Like I feel like, remember it was always like you're a little pitchy.
dirty.
There was
You
someone though
sound
who
dirty.
was real pitchy on last night's episode. I forget. They put the person through though, because she got really nervous. I loved her hair.
Oh,
Lee.
with-
Her name was Lee. She was a Lionel Richie fan,
okay.
and she was like going real fast. And then because at one point they were all like, "Yeah, like we like it." And then the song went on, and she started to speed it up, and then she was like, "Ah!" Like it got real intense, and they were like, "Oh, like the
Like,
faces
oh no,
changed."
stop it.
Changed.
But then
Stop.
they put her through.
They did. Well, I'm sure they. felt
Anyway,
bad.
that's just what I was saying. That's the only pitchy that I can
That you saw. Okay.
Yeah.
have seen.
I cannot believe, or I can believe. I think they did this on purpose. Milo and
I knew
Julian.
you were gonna say
Oh,
that.
your
though.
twins, your
I thought of
boys.
you right
They
away.
got
My
split up.
boys.
I thought of you right away.
My boys got
Yeah, I did.
split. So I'm stuck with Milo now, or what? Like,
I mean,
oh,
I
I,
don't
mean,
see him-
Julian.
he needs a shoulder.
Call me.
I
need
think
a shoulder.
enjoy him while he lasted. I don't. Do you think he's gonna? I don't think he's gonna go through. There was a lot of other standouts.
I just like their faces. Okay, I'm a face fan.
He's
I
marketable.
think they have good like charm. Yeah, and I think that's what they have going for him.
He's got a brand.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that he's like mold. He's like you can mold him.
moldable.
Well, speaking of that,
So-
Katie's boyfriendish, Trevor, returned.
Loved it.
Oh,
But that was pretty funny because they played up the
funny.
fact with the
I
girlfriend was in
loved
the
it. I loved it.
But already, speaking of marketing, like, okay, I want to know your opinion because
Okay.
you're like female fans of like a male singer.
Yeah.
I think it's bad business already that he's like advertising just from an industry
girlfriend?
standpoint. Like you're trotting out the girlfriend and you haven't even made it through.
You know what,
I got it.
Joseph?
What's your
so
opinion on
smart.
that though? Honestly, if I was his manager, I'd
you
be
know
like,
what?
okay, it's great you have a girlfriend, but America doesn't need to know that
So
yet.
smart.
I'm so happy you brought this
Okay,
up.
good.
Let's
Let's
unravel
talk
this.
about it. I'm sorry, not if, as I am growing in my journey through my career, I don't have a boyfriend, but if I did, y'all would never know, ever.
Right?
Like, that is so under wraps, and it should be because, like, when you pop off, they pop off. And you don't want them to pop off if y'all don't make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when she's like up there and she's hanging out and going backstage and being a groupie when he's super, super big, she's going to be like, all the big people will know her. Maybe I just think so deep into this kind of stuff. Maybe this is just like the reason why I'm going, but like I see what you mean.
To me, it's like you're gonna lock it down, and then that's how, and then you can talk about it.
Yeah,
Like, if it's locked
like-
down, then talk about it. Or if it's like real serious, like not like whatever. If you don't want to get married, but it's like real serious, great. But I totally agree with you because how they're promoting some relationships that are they're so young, and it's like Justin Bieber could not do that. Or and like
No.
Miley
Yeah.
Cyrus couldn't do that, and it was for a good reason.
Yeah.
And it's not because like, oh, they're unfaithful or whatever. I don't know where I was going with that. But it's just because it doesn't work with the fans. It
Yeah.
just like is off-putting.
Don't have your claim to fame be a relationship.
Yeah, because
Have it
you're
be
right.
you.
If it doesn't work, then it's like,
Even
where's
if
you?
it does work, you're still here because you rock at singing, not because you're like worried about some girl thinking Katy Perry thinks like you're hot. Like what? I would like low key, high key. If
High key, guys.
high key, if I did have a boyfriend and Drake had a big crush on me, I would be like, yo, it's complicated. Like
Or hall pass.
it's yeah,
Hall pass.
like
Stop it.
kind of, but like everyone is replaceable, you know. So I mean, and I think it's so weird because like he even admitted to having a huge crush on Katy Perry.
Yeah, I
from
would
the
just like,
beginning.
I feel like what
just-
Idol needs to install now is like this like industry person that's like a part of like the mentorship.
Yeah.
And like guides them from like an image standpoint even before the competition starts because I know they're trying to play with the backstory, but that does nothing for your female. That's going to be his fan base if he makes it.
Yeah.
Females predominantly and gay men. I
Yeah.
mean, so it's sort of like you're already like being like, oh, he's taken it. Like you just want to keep
Yeah.
it focused on the music and the
Yeah.
fantasy of it all.
Yeah.
And then like once you make it, that's when it's so,
Yeah, then
you're
get
so
married
Right.
and-
Like I thought about the same thing too. It's so true. Why did the
So
people tell
true.
them to like make that their story? One Direction didn't do that. Look at them.
No. And
Like,
I'm
just
thinking,
huge people.
I'm thinking about it now that, like, literally at the second, every single big artist I've ever had a crush on or celebrity, once they got a girlfriend or once I found out that they had a girlfriend, I stopped following them. I hit the unfriend button on Instagram and everything because I was just like, there's no point in my pursuit for this relationship if
You're so funny.
they are already taken at this point. So now there's no hope, and I'm not a fan of theirs anymore. But that's what's gonna happen. Like that kind of thing.
It probably did happen.
Especially with girls. Girls get very touchy about this kind of subject about their fantasy relationships.
Yeah.
I think it is different if it was a girl
Yeah.
Yes.
artist.
Yeah. But same thing. I see what you mean though.
Oh, well, let me think about that now. Yeah, why is that? Why is
It would
that
be
reversed?
different. I feel like if it was because I feel like what you're saying, even though if it was a guy and it would have, I think it would be with predominantly females, and I feel, and you also said gay men, which I agree, but I feel like the female has like females and like the gay man.
Yes, you're right.
More so.
You're
than,
right.
like,
So then,
maybe
yeah.
a straight man.
You're right.
And there's
Yeah.
a lot of girls, honestly, out there that that will follow artists or celebrities because they are cute, because they
they're-
are.
yeah.
But like, I don't see a lot of I see guys following more guys' music than girls following girls. Just kidding. I don't.
In the
But,
pop
like,
space,
but in the pop
it's girls to
space,
girls.
yeah.
Like, there's a lot of female fans for
yeah.
female pop. It depends on the genre.
My space is always
I
in
feel
like,
like it's harder
hardcore
for a
rap.
guy.
So like, I'm just seeing about like all these guys like loving,
Which it is
Rich the Kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But
feel like it's harder for a guy to really make it. I feel like.
what genre is he again? He's kind of he plays a guitar.
He's kind of like
It reminds me of like Jason Mraz.
Yeah.
sort of like a pop rock.
Yeah.
Like a pop rock.
But
He's
but
not
not
Justin
like,
Bieber.
But not like
no,
country.
like almost like Ed Sheeran's.
Yeah.
Like he's not Ed Sheeran, but like an Ed Sheeran type
Yeah.
of music.
Like
But
indie.
not Western, right? But not like country.
No, he's not country.
He's not country.
So many country people in this. I'm confused. Did they just grab everyone from Nashville? Does Hollywood not have talent?
Nashville had a lot
Well,
of
no,
talent.
Nashville's just for a country genre is like the place to sort of launch yourself.
I know, but like, there's just so many in the competition. That's just like.
Apparently, there must be a direct flight from Jersey to Nashville because
apparently, seriously.
Carly was the second girl that was like,
It was just a one-way flight.
she's from Jersey, but she's working out of Nashville too. So it's like they're all in Nashville.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
weird. Were there any groups that you guys liked more than others at all that performed?
The Staying Alive, like at first I thought it was going to be a big old mess, and then all of a sudden they brought it around when the blonde chick started to really like, and I liked that. I lost my train of thought.
No, it's totally fine.
The Staying Alive group.
I liked when the hosts were real, the judges were really like into it. I loved it because like when they get the judges off their feet and they're actually like legit into it, it's fun to watch.
Yeah.
I liked watching the groups. Was that new? I don't remember that from previous seasons.
I don't know. I've never seen it either, but maybe. But I see what you mean. Like a lot of them, I'm like, wow, that's a mess, and then the judges are like, that was amazing.
I think it must. Do you think that it must
killed it.
sound differently in the studio?
Maybe.
Because there was at least
Maybe.
4 times during Sunday's episode where I was listening. I was going, "That's so bad," and then they were like, "You're amazing."
Yeah.
I know.
This is like we have to see more. And I was like, "What are we listening? Like, am I watching the same?" And even like I was watching with you, I'm like, "Are we watching the same audition that they're watching?"
I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe
There must be a lot behind the scenes
doesn't
stuff
have to
because
do
like
with sound.
someone will suck, and then I'm like.
Maybe it has to do with looks. Didn't one guy say that? He was like, you don't listen with your ears. You listen with your eyes.
That's true. That's
like
what
one guy said that.
That's why The Voice comes in. Not to compare this to The Voice, but to compare it to The Voice. That's why you can't see them and focus on because it does change it. The look of someone changes.
How you judge
they
them.
do.
I do
No,
agree.
Just
it's true.
because can you brand this person? Like, if you can, what are we gonna do? How can we like market them to a certain audience? Like, you know, it's like that. All that stuff plays into doing it. But I've seen people come up here and I'm just like, that sucks, and they're like, you are a star, darling, and I'm like, what, Katie? Get yourself together, girl.
Basically, we wouldn't be good judges.
But off of what we saw,
I don't think that's true.
I think we would be the best
No,
judges.
you're
You just
right.
have to go like this.
Thank you.
I'm gonna say yes.
I'm gonna say yes. That's what I'm saying. They never disagree with each other.
Yes.
I love confrontation. I
Me
love it.
too.
I love it. But out of what we saw, what do you guys think? Who do you guys think is going to be part of the top 24?
We jotted
et cetera?
some down. I'm sorry, I'm cheating. I'm bringing up a because we
No
jotted
problem.
some down when we were doing research. I think. Go ahead.
No, predict what's going to happen for next week?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like who's
like-
going to the top 24?
Who's going to top 24? Prediction.
We're AfterBuzz TV
Predictions.
Prediction.
What are you guys thinking?
I'm excited for Alyssa, even though she's so young. Alyssa. And then guy, because I want to do a guy and a girl.
Yeah.
So, and a guy, I'm going to go with, I like Noah Davis, the alpaca guy.
I like him too.
I do like him.
His voice is just so strong.
What?
Those are me. Those are mine.
That's it? You don't have any more?
I was just going to do a guy and a girl.
Oh, okay. I was about to go into like.
No,
Go
go
into
into
it.
it.
Go into
no,
it.
do it. That was just what I was going to do.
Go into it.
I think Journey. She's
Yeah.
completely like. I really want to say like top 5. because she's so marketable, like the look, the everything.
Yeah.
She has everything. She has the talent, she has the voice, she has the look, she has the backstory.
Her voice is so
I don't want to say
effortless.
Yes, it is effortless. I don't want to say that the backstory is her claim to fame, but like the fact that she has that will make her such a good advocate for people to go with.
It's gonna pull on like America's heartstrings.
Yes.
With like the military.
I agree.
And the whole everything.
Her
with
homecoming. I think
what's going on in the
I think
world.
America's gonna
just fall in love with her.
Ada Vox.
Yeah.
She's gonna go through.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
And that's so exciting.
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance though to scour like social and the comments like so I don't want to speak to it before I do that, but I'm curious to see what sort of like
what people
are saying about it.
I haven't really either. I liked Dennis Lorenzo.
He's great with the baby.
He's
Great.
Married. He just got married, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. That's just. I just like him.
I like him too.
Like,
Agreed.
I don't really have a lot to say. I just like him.
Simple.
Yeah, simple. But and then Journey.
Alyssa's going through.
Alyssa's going through. Yeah. I'm trying to think.
And Johnny.
I'm looking at this to try to cheat
with
here.
People, like, with who we have right now, I think it's just interesting because, like, there's so many different ones, but they all kind of fall into different categories. Here's the Western people.
Yeah.
Here's the country people. Here's the pop people. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like all that. Like, you can't compete with them to each other because it's different sounds. So it's like, here's a Katy Perry group, here's a Luke Bryan group, and here's a Lionel Richie group.
Well, I'm curious to know if they're keeping theme nights. Have they said anything? I haven't read, because in other words, like, that always was something that really like ruined people. Like when they were sort of like really one genre and then had to, perform on like rock night, and they're sort of like an R&B singer. Like, I liked it from a viewer standpoint, but it definitely was like a deal breaker for some of them. They would just screw it up.
But like, I think that's kind of disheartening because it's like some of them want to be country singers. Like, that's like asking, me to be a country singer, and I'm like, I just spit bars. Like, I can't. I'm a rapper. Like, I'm not a rapper. But like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't. That's like reinventing the wheel for them. And it's like you can't ask them to do that. So I kind of want them to almost put them into their desired groups, and then have America judge based off of that.
We'll see how because I do think it's diverse, so we'll have to see how that works, because I know also for some people that just stand up with the guitar and the mic, and then for people that also need to perform and they want to see like them work the stage, so that'll be really interesting to see how they do that.
I think the people going furthest are the ones who can do all this, like Journey, who's able, or Trevor, who's able to do all the different ones and kill it. Yeah. Those are the ones I think that are gonna, spit fire. Yeah. But that's it for tonight's at the show, and we're so excited for next weekend. We're finally out of auditions, which is amazing. So wrapping up, I'm your host, Maddie Makely, and you can find me on all my social media at Maddie_Makely.
I am Joseph Kapsch. You can find me at Joseph Kapsch, Kapsch.
Yeah.
Again, I'm Serio. Follow me at Serio.
Yes. Bye, guys.
Thanks for tuning in.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.